It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
We'll talk about Patrick Mahomes. What's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a fourth straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on third down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Ray McCloud. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense, and in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
People thought Jimmy Garoppolo was only going to be a one-year placeholder in San Francisco when the team took Trey Lance 3rd overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. But then he led the 6-seeded 49ers to the NFC title game just 2 years after taking them to within 1/4 of a Super Bowl victory.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo completes it to Jennings. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards there for number 15.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, for years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. These being the 2 teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. That game won by the Chiefs 31-20 with that furious fourth-quarter comeback to win their 2nd Lombardi trophy.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run with the 3rd-year man. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Deebo Samuel in the backfield with his first carry. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That's caught left side by Hardman.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
First down pickup by McCole Hardman, and this season is really his big chance to emerge and break out. Last 3 years, he's been second fiddle among KC's track star receivers, but with Tyreek Hill gone now, this is McCole Hardman's opportunity to take on a bigger role in the offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Debo.
And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. A tight one after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10.
And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Garoppolo. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No
Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners have taken the lead.
They're down in this part of the field, CD. They'd love to get him the football, and right there with a pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third.
That's complete to the tight end, Warner. And he's going to have the Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Garoppolo. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Garoppolo on first down. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
What's the deal, y'all? He's ridiculous. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half.
And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a give to Samuel.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A handoff for Samuel.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll give it to Samuel.
Oh, able to avoid him.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is Samuel.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 41, Mahomes able to find Gray here. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Mahomes to throw once more. Screen play, McKinnon.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and 5. McKinnon now going to try the left side.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. He's going to get it again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A run for Debo here to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go now. Let's go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-1 draft pick. Just continuous effort to get there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They can't read us straight up. Let's play. Let's go, y'all. That's how we eat. Let's dominate this. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Every week. You know what we need, baby.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And hitting Juju on the slam. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On first down now, run with McKinnon.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Mahomes.
And his throw here is incomplete.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw.
A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot?
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll begin by running here with Samuel.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Debo.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Debo.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
he's got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?